Hi, my name's Ian and welcome back to my Peugeot Boxer camper van build. This is episode 14 part 2. In episode 14 part 1 I went through the process that you have to go through to try and register your panel van conversion with the DVLA as a motor caravan, and went through all the information that you need to submit to them, including photographs, etc., with regards to the information they require to carry out that process. Anyway, I sent all that information off about 3 weeks ago, and the other day the new registration document came back, and unfortunately it's not been registered as a motor caravan, but it's been registered as a van with windows. Now, their reason for saying that it's only a van with windows is, even though the interior of the van looks like a motorhome, the exterior of the van, if it was involved in an accident, the emergency services wouldn't know that that van is a motor caravan, which I find reasonably hard to believe, bearing in mind that it's got an awning down one side of it, it's got windows, it's got motorhome style decals, it's got a cassette toilet outlet down one side of it, it's got a gas flue, it's got water inlet, an underslung gas tank inlet to it, etc. And in reality, my motorhome, also motor caravan should I say, or panel van conversion, whatever you want to call it, actually looks better, or sorry, looks more like a motorhome than what some of the new ones are that's actually coming out of the dealerships. I'll be very interested to know if anybody out there has actually got a newly registered, probably from about 2019 onwards, motor or converted panel van that you've bought brand new from a dealership, so maybe like an Adria or an Auto Trail or something like that, as to whether that van is registered as a motor caravan or whether it's actually registered as a van with windows, because that'd be interesting really for other people or other converters going forwards, whether it's actually worth the effort of going through this process of trying to submit this information to the DVLA. Now, what the DVLA have said on the piece of information that I've got from them is that basically their decision is final with regards to the conversion I've done so far, but if I want to go further and try and make it look even more like a motorhome than what they say it isn't at the moment, then I can go down that route and resubmit new photographs with the extra information in it. Now, probably the only way of doing that is to literally have some stickers down the side of it saying this is a motorhome, or something to that ilk, or something, and maybe more stickers on there, maybe put a big compass on there and go in Road to Adventure or something like that on it. I don't know. Whether I go down that route or not, I have still got to sort of make that decision. What I am going to do is I'm going to contact my insurance company and find out whether changing this, having it as a van with windows, or whether it's a motor caravan, makes any difference whatsoever with regards to the insurance on the vehicle, because from what I can understand from some of these forums, it appears that it doesn't. But I think what you do have to do though is you'd have had to submit the information like I have, and actually have that piece of paper that actually then says now it is a van with windows and no longer a panel van. So you may still have to go down that route to maybe get your insurance a bit cheaper. At the moment, my van's actually registered as a van under conversion with Adrian Flux Insurance. So it's actually I managed to value it at the amount of money that I'd spent on it at the time when I insured it back in June of last year. And when it comes up for renewal this year, I will then register it then as a van with windows for next year's insurance on there, and obviously that value will actually go up from what I valued it at before. So it's something to be aware of with regards to your insurance. As I said, whether I decide to go any further with this, I'm not quite sure at the moment. But as I said, we're very interested to know anybody who has got a van that's newly registered as to what it's registered at. In fact, I actually contacted somebody who's got a YouTube channel on here who I know has got a 2020 Adria conversion, and I've asked them to let me know whether that van is registered as a motor caravan or as a van with windows, because that van basically has got virtually nothing on it whatsoever to make that look like, that makes it look really like a van, like a proper motorhome conversion. Anyway, we'll just see what happens with that one. Going forward on this van build, I've got another couple of things really left to do. I've got to protect the underside of the, or should I say spray the underslung gas tank, because that only comes with like a red primer on there, and it has to be actually sprayed up with a rubberized or stone chip type paint to protect it, which is something I'm going to be doing obviously when the weather warms up. Hence the reason I'm sat inside today. It's actually only 2 degrees outside here in the UK in January. So yeah, that'll be a job to do when it warms up a bit. Also as well, I've got a couple of other just little small tidying up jobs to do inside the van, which again I don't think I'm going to bother videoing those unless people really want to see that. I mean, going back to the underslung gas tank, I mean, what I could do there is actually video the underside of my van at the same time, which actually shows then where the underslung gas tank, sorry, water tanks are, where the gas tank is, in conjunction with all the other components that generally live underside of your panel van. So yeah, if get enough people to say yes, let's have a look underneath there, then I'll probably video that for you. But yeah, the other thing I'd like to do at some point is do a full van tour, so on the outside and around the inside as well. So probably what I'll do is clear out the van, so it's obviously everything's all nice and open for everyone to see without all of our clutter in there as well. So probably do that in the future. But really what would be really nice to do is be able to actually get out with the van at a weekend or for away for a week. Obviously once we get out of this lockdown situation, to actually show the places where we like to go, and obviously involve the van with that video as well. But yeah, that's going to probably be it for now. It's only a short one today. But if you've got any comments, please do put them in the comments below. If you like this video, please give it a tick, and if you're not already subscribed to my channel, please do, because there's plenty sort of back catalogue stuff there for you to look at with regards to van builds. So this is episode 14 part 2, so obviously it started at episode 1, so yeah, there's quite a bit back there for you to look at. But yeah, anyway, thanks again for watching, and as I said, please tick a like, please subscribe, and I'll see you again in the next one. Thanks very much.